Good afternoon. The company name is SafeStyle.
Decision-making process and product procedures. In this part, the consumer recognizes the problem in the society, which is drug people to drink. Then they are going to search their alternatives for self-defense and see which is better for them. In this case, nail polish from SafeStyle is the best option for them due to the fact that it is discreet and efficient. Once they select their product, they are going to evaluate the product and its functions to give a feedback to the company.
Motivation and personality that we want our customers to have is that we want to create them a need to use our product, and while they're using it they can feel secure and safe.
Well, we are talking about perception and knowledge and also learning about consumer. Okay, nail polish has this perception or goal, or in this case, is teach and also um, the consumer learning about self-style, or in this case, or product. It's not only for that. It can be more. Can be your shield. Can be this. Can be your best friend at the moment that you out and have fun with your friends, and create the feeling.
Attitudes and attitudes change strategy. The company will use value expressive functions. The best thing is to avoid wrong concepts, avoid bad culture, and the best thing is to advertise with good information that the woman could feel secure and accept the product. Also changing the beliefs of the consumers about the competitor's brand.
The tools that the company will be using for sensory market are projecting security, not just on the package, but the whole company. The perception of quality in the package and quality on the product, and bond of trust and confidence between the customers and the company. For neuromarketing, the company will work on advertising for social media and television using a strong and sensitive message so people can be conscious about them.
We are going to talk about the price, the national price, and what determines the price of a product is internal and external factors. For example, salaries, rent, or a local, for example, things that you are not able to change, and also what is external factors. External is out of your control, for example, taxes. And based on that, we determine that the cost of a product is 2,000 pesos mexicanos.
National factors that affect the price of a product. Internal elements are like water, rent, internet, electricity, marketer, administrator, production, raw material, distribution, packaging, labels, and internal elements are influencer, marketing strategies, samples, all this giving a total of 2,002,079,916 pesos.
International price strategy. SafeStyle is going to sell the nail polish in Brazil, where the international price were decided for this scheme strategy, starting in a price of 60 Brazilian reals, which is an elevated price, having in account all the factors that influence in the price.
The internal factors that affect the price are the market segmentation and its characteristics, the impact of technology, the purchase power and media exposure, and customer service, between others. The most important external factor that SafeStyle found are the legal requirements. This is very important because every country has a different requirements, and the inflation of the country.
The international factors that affect the price can vary a lot because the place where we will supply a product is in Brazil. So it can depend on the change of the money, and also the internal factors that we will have there are those costs that we will have to produce our product, and also the external are those the costs that we will spend to distribute and transport our product. The warehouse where we will produce our product it's located in Avenida de las Industrias and Nombre de Dios. And the other warehouse that we will have is located inside of the Parque de las Industrias, which is located in Avenida de las Américas.
The mechanism of control that the company will use is legal. Last in, first out, because of the increase of the cost in raw materials and the increase of the price in the nail polish.
About ABC method of categorize. That it's a method that categorizes items by priority. That the most important are A, the middle one is B, and the last one is C.
We made an EOQ analysis to know exactly the costs that we will spend to produce the product, and this analysis is based on each raw material that we will have to produce it, and the total amount that we will spend per year it's about 2,790 pesos per year.
The type of transportation the company will use is a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And once the company grows up, it will be needed a refrigerator trailer.
The total amount for the transportation cost of the finished product is going to be 49,419.36 pesos per year. SafeStyle select indirect distribution to sell its product to have the advantage of cover the logistic of distribution, experience, and infrastructure, where people will be able to find the product easier and the company will cover a bigger market.
Market coverage. The company will use selective strategy because the product will only be sold in one store, which is Farmacia Guadalajara. Pull strategy will be used with the finality to segment our target market. And horizontal system will help to reduce the competitors' market and increase the potential limitations of the company.
Now we are talking about distribution strategy. We decide to use the minimum cost because that means that you determine which is the place that it's more acquirable for you or viable for you. Go there and you spend less money. It's more cheaper than the other ones.
Distribution routes. There were 2 routes selected in order to supply the demand of the different establishments, like not wasting time or gasoline. The first route will start in the warehouse, where it's located in the Avenue Las Industrias. It will start there, and it will go through the Avenue Juan Escutia. Then it will go through the Avenue Ortiz Mena, and it will go back through the Avenue Nombre de Dios. The second route will start in the warehouse in the Avenue Las Industrias, but this route will go through the Avenue Periférico de la Juventud. Being there, it will go through the Avenue Circuito Universitario, and it will go back to the warehouse.
The logo. What the logo wants to transmit is a feeling of security and trust. This is the reason why there is a padlock in the nail.
This is the color palette that represent our brand, which are black, white, and pink.
In this slide, we can see the right application for the logo with a dark color, a light color, a dark photography, and a light color.
The first piece of advertising is, we want you to be safe, we only have you. The second is, beauty is not bought with security. The third is, have fun feeling safe.
Thank you so much for your attention. That's all for part. Have a nice day.